Hi, my name is Susanna and I'm here partnering with The Kitchen is My Playground. Today we're bringing you a delicious recipe for Peppermint Saltine Cracker Toffee. Now you may have heard of this recipe referred to as Peppermint Christmas Crack, and it just starts with a layer of saltine crackers and then some toffee and some delicious toppings such as peppermints and a few other things. We are going to jump right in today with making this by preparing our pan first. So you can take a baking sheet and go ahead and line it with either foil or parchment paper. There we go. All right, take a sleeve of saltine crackers. This is such an easy recipe because this is a staple I think we all have in our kitchen. We always have saltine crackers handy, and you're just going to go ahead and line these up on your pan, on your baking sheet. There you have it. You've got a nice sheet of saltine crackers ready for the toffee topping, which is what we're going to make next. We'll head over to the stove and get that going. So we are over here at the stove now. I have some ingredients lined up to make our toffee, and a little special addition to our toffee is going to be the candy canes. I'm going to crush these up to add a little peppermint flavor into the toffee while it cooks. So you can just put these in a bag and take like a meat mallet or a rolling pin and either kind of whack them until they're crushed or roll them with the rolling pin. Okay, so the candy canes are all crushed now, finely crushed. It's very loud. Make sure you don't do that while anyone's napping or sleeping. It'll definitely wake everyone up. So we have crushed these up. I'm going to add them into our saucepan here. There we go. Along with some butter and some brown sugar. All right, there we go. And then what you want to do is just set your stove, set the eye to medium-high heat. You want to stir it occasionally, bring it up to a boil, and then let it boil for a few minutes while stirring constantly. After it has boiled for 3 minutes, you are ready to place it, pour it over the saltine crackers, and then we'll move on to the next portion. We are back. My mixture has been boiling for 3 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and pour it over the saltine crackers and pop it in the oven for about 6 minutes. You do want to do this very quickly before the toffee begins to set. Okay, perfect. This is ready to go into an oven, and pop it right in there. It only takes a few minutes to cook, and then we'll come back and add our toppings. Our Christmas crack or peppermint saltine cracker toffee has come out of the oven now. Everything is bubbly and delicious, and we want to move pretty quickly here again and immediately add chocolate chips all over the top. You want this on immediately so they can start to melt, and then we'll spread it all out. You don't have to be too specific about where you place the chocolate chips. I mean, you want them spread out, but don't worry too much about like one spot having more than another, because you will spread all of the chocolate chips out once they have melted. So, all the chocolate's on here now, and now you want to give it 5 minutes and just let those chocolate chips get really soft and melty. Makes it much easier to spread them, and then we'll spread them out and add the remaining toppings. I've let the chocolate chips sit here for 5 minutes just to get a little softer and easier to spread. So we're going to go ahead and spread these out, and you can see what I mean with saying that you don't have to worry too much about where you place the chocolate chips initially, because once they're melted, it's so easy to spread and every spot gets covered in chocolate. So there we go. Looks so good. And you're going to sprinkle some pecans on top. And this, of course, you do want to spread more evenly because this won't be melting. This is like the best of everything. You get that sweetness, you get a little salty flavor, you get the crunch from both the saltine crackers and the pecans, and then you get that little bit of mint from the candy canes, that peppermint. So it is really an absolutely delicious recipe. I feel like it hits all the great taste, all the flavors that you could possibly want. And it looks pretty too. It's very festive. So to really make it a Christmas dessert, especially festive, we are going to add some more crushed candy canes on top. And again, we move pretty quickly here because you want to add this while the chocolate is still melted, still gooey. You don't want to wait till it's harder because the candy canes and the pecans won't set into the chocolate. They won't really hold to it. This would look amazing on a Christmas Christmas platter at your family gatherings or Christmas parties. This would look great in such a sweet surprise and in like a little cookie tin as a gift. So many uses for this. Also a great nighttime snack while watching TV. So endless uses for this. I think it's a crowd pleaser, and it is all set. Although we do need to let it literally set for a little longer, but here it is all ready to go, and it's so festive looking. You're gonna let this sit and cool completely. You want it completely cool, completely solid before you try to break it up any of it. You can put this in the fridge to speed that process along, or just leave it on the counter for a little while and let it completely set, and then just go through and break it up, and you have a delicious, tasty Christmas treat. Well, I have let the Peppermint Saltine Cracker Toffee set for a while. Everything is nice and no longer melty, so you can break it up and enjoy a piece. And it's very easy. You don't have to worry about cutting it into certain, squares or sizes or a, certain number of rows. You literally just take it once it is all set and just break it with your hands. Just break it into pieces. So I have these all set out here on this Christmas platter, and as you can see, it makes a beautiful presentation for your holiday gatherings. Be sure to check this recipe out on the Kitchen is My Playground's blog for the full list of ingredients and instructions. I will see you all soon.